Now we are going to learn about fractions. What is this topic about? A fraction, from Latin fractus or broken, represents a part of a whole, or more generally any number of equal parts. So as you can see here, this is 1 out of 2, 2 out of 4, 2 out of 3, 4 out of 6. Yeah. So for example, like this one, what fractions of this figure is shaded? The question is about the shaded part. So the shaded part would be 1 out of 3 equal parts. How about the unshaded part? So the unshaded part would be 2 out of 3, or 2/3. 2 out of 3 equal parts are unshaded. Yeah. So now here in the fraction, it consists of numerator and denominator. So as you can see here, that the numerator means how many parts do you have. Yeah, the numerator means the top number. How many parts do you have? Like for example, this one, the shaded part, 1, 2, 3. How about the denominator? Denominator means the bottom number. Yeah, means how many part is the whole divided into. So like this one, this is 2 out of 5. Yeah, the numerator is 2 out of 5 equal parts. So 2 is the numerator while 5 is the denominator. Yeah, so don't forget, like over here, this is 2 out of 6. 2 out of 6. 2 means the numerator or the top number of a fraction, while 6 is the denominator or the bottom number of a fraction. So don't forget, numerator means the top number, while denominator means the bottom number. Okay, now here there are some types of fractions. For example, the first one here is the like fractions. Like fractions are fractions that have the exact number denominator, or we can say that the fractions which have the same number at the bottom. Yeah, so as you can see here, all the denominators, yeah, are the same, 7. Yeah, so over here, 1 out of 7, 2 out of 7, 3 out of 7, 4 out of 7, and 5 out of 7. While the unlike fractions is the opposite of like fractions. So unlike fractions means fraction with different denominators. As you can see here, 3 out of 5, 3 out of 6, 3 out of 7, 3 out of 8, 3 out of 9. Okay, now how about the proper fractions? Proper fractions means fraction where the numerator is less than the denominator. So 1 out of 2, as you can see here, 1 is less than 2. 2 out of 3, 2 is less than 3. 4 out of 5, 4 is less than 5. So don't forget, proper fractions means fraction where the numerator is less than the denominator. Okay, now here the opposite of proper fractions is improper fractions. Improper fractions means the fractions where the numerator, yeah, is greater than the denominator. This is improper fractions. So don't forget, 7 out of 3 is an improper fraction. Why? Because 7 is greater than 3. Yeah, another example of improper fractions like 8 out of 5, 9 out of 8, 13 out of 9. Okay, now how about the mixed number? A mixed number is a whole number and the proper fractions represented together. Yeah, a whole number and a proper fraction. Yeah, so don't forget here, like for example, 1, 4 out of 5, 3, 2 out of 7, 4, 5 out of 9. Yeah, so don't forget, you have to convert the improper fractions into a mixed number. For example, yeah, how to simplify the fractions. How to simplify the fractions. So for example, the question number 1. Question number 1 is 20 out of 10. Yeah, so simplifying fractions means the numerator and denominator must be divided by the same non-zero whole number. For example, we divide the top and the bottom number with 2. So numerator divided by 2, the denominator also divided by 2. So equals to 10 out of 5. Yeah, and then you divide it again. Both you divide it by 5. 10 divided by 5 equals to 2. 5 divided by 5 equals to 1. So 2 out of 1 equals 2. How about 120 divided by 200? Yeah, so if you want to divide it one by one, divide by 2, divided by 3, divided by 4, and so on. But it takes time, so that's why you'd better divide the numerator and the denominator by the greatest common factor. Yeah, so the greatest common factor between 120 and 200 is 40. So you divide the top and the bottom number with 40. So 120 divided by 40 equals to 3. 200 divided by 40 equals to 5. Yeah. Next, how about the mixed number? How to simplify the mixed number? So don't forget, you only simplify the proper fraction. Yeah, so you only simplify the proper fraction. So 7, 8 out of 10. So both you divide by 2. 8 divided by 2 equals to 4. 10 divided by 2 equals to 5. So the answer is 7, 4 out of 5. And so don't forget, when you are simplifying the fractions involving a mixed number, you just simplify the fraction. Next, how to convert improper fractions into mixed number. To do this, first you have to divide the numerator by the denominator. Okay, so the numerator is 9, the denominator is 4. So step number 1, you have to divide the numerator by the denominator. So 9 divided by 4 equals to 2. 4 times 2 equals to 8. Yeah, so don't forget, you have to write down the whole number here. So 9 minus 8 equals to 1. Yeah, so the remainder equals to 1. So after that, 9 out of 4 equals to 2. Yeah, then you write down the remainder above the denominator. So 1 out of, here is 4. How about 10 out of 6? Yeah, so you have to divide the numerator by the denominator. So 10 divided by 6 equals to 1. 6 times 1 equals to 6. Remainder 4. So 10 out of 6 equals to 1. Put the remainder as the numerator, 4 out of 6. And then don't forget, you have to simplify. Yeah, write the answer in its simplest form. So 1, don't forget, yeah, you have to simplify the proper fractions only. So 4 out of 6 simplify, become 2 out of 3, or 2/3. Next, how to convert mixed numbers into improper fractions. Yeah, so over here, 3, 2 out of 5. The whole number is 3. 2 is the numerator, while 5 is the denominator. So how to convert this mixed number into improper fraction? So first, you have to multiply the whole number by the denominator. So 3 times 5 equals to 15. Yeah, and after that, add the answer to the numerator. Add the answer to the numerator. So 15 plus 2 equals to 17. Then write the answer over the denominator. So 17 out of 5. How about 4.5? Yeah, so 4 times 2 equals to 8. 8 plus 1 equals to 9. 9 out of 2. Next, how to convert whole numbers into fraction. Yeah, to convert whole number into fraction by putting 1 under the whole number. Then you have turned it into a fraction. So for example, 8. How to convert 8 into fraction? So 8 out of 1. Why 8 out of 1? 8 out of 1 means 8 divided by 1 equals to 8. How about 5? Convert 5 into fraction. So 5 out of 1. Yeah, so don't forget to convert whole number into fraction. You just put 1 under the whole number. Now we move on to the addition. 1 out of 4 plus 2 out of 5. Yeah, so how to solve this question? So first you must make them all into like fractions. So 4 and 5. Here we find the common factor between 4 and 5 equals to 20. 4 times how many equals to 20? So 4 times 5. Yeah. Do the same to the top number. So 1 times 5 equals to 5. Next 5 times 4. Do the same to the top number. So 2 times 4 equals to 8. So 8 out of 20 plus 5 out of 20 equals to 13 out of 20. So don't forget, yeah, this is out of 20, this is out of 20. So the answer is 13 out of 20. Do not give the answer as 13 out of 40. This is incorrect. Now, how about 2 2/5 plus 1 out of 3? Yeah, so first here, there are two ways how to solve this question. The first one, we will convert each of them into an improper fraction. So 2 out of 5. So 2 times 5 equals to 10. 10 plus 2 equals to 12. So 12 out of 5 plus 1 times 3 equals to 3. 3 plus 1 equals to 4. So 4 out of 3. Then find the common factor between 5 and 3 equals to 15. 5 times 3 equals to 15. So 3 times 5 or 4 times 5 equals to 20. And then 5 times 3. So 12 times 3 equals to 36. So 36 out of 15 plus 20 out of 15 equals to 56 out of 15. Don't forget, this is an improper fraction, so you have to convert it into a mixed number. So 56 divided by 15 equals to 3. 3 times 15 equals to 45. So subtract 45 from 56 equals to 11. Yeah, so the answer equals to 3. 11 out of 15. Yeah, the remainder as the numerator, don't forget. Another way how to solve this question is 2 out of 5 plus 1 out of 3. So you add the whole number. 2 plus 1 equals to 3. Then after that you add the fractions. So 2 out of 5 plus 1 out of 3. So this equals to, we'll make it into out of 15. Yeah, so 5 times 3, do the same to the top number. 2 times 3 equals to 6. Next, 3 times 5, 1 times 5. So 6 out of 15 plus 5 out of 15 equals to 11 out of 15. Then we plus it. 3 plus 11 out of 15. So the answer equals to 311 out of 15. Next, how about the subtraction? For the subtraction here, yeah, there are two ways also how to solve this question. So the first one is 5 minus 2 out of 3. You may convert 5 into fraction. So 5 out of 1. Yeah, remember how to convert the whole number into fraction. You just put 1 as the denominator. So 5 out of 1 minus 2 out of 3. So this is 1, this is 3. 1 times 3 equals to 3. So 1 times 3, 5 times 3 equals to 15. Well, 3 times 1, 2 times 1. 15 out of 3 minus 2 out of 3. So this equals to 13 out of 3. 13 out of 3 is an improper fraction, so you have to convert it into a mixed number. So 13 divided by 3 equals to 4. 3 times 4 equals to 12. So 13 minus 12 equals to 1. So the answer equals to 4, 1 out of 3. Or another way how to solve this question is 5 minus 2 out of 3. So you subtract 1. 5 minus 1 equals to 4. So over here is out of 3. So 4, 3 out of 3. Remember, yeah? 4, 3 out of 3 means 4 plus 1 equals to 5. So the same. So we only regroup 5 into 4, 3 out of 3. Next, we continue 4, 3 out of 3 minus 2 out of 3. So this here equals to 4, 1 out of 3. Why 4? Because 4, here's the whole number minus. Over here, there is no whole number, so means 0. 4 minus 0 equals to 4. So 3 out of 3 minus 2 out of 3 equals to 1 out of 3. So the answer equals to 4, 1 out of 3. Now another example, 5 out of 6 minus 1 out of 12. Yeah, so over here there is 6, there is 12. If you want to multiply 6 times 12 first, it's okay, but I suggest you to find the nearest, so make it out of 12. So 6 times 2 equals to 12. Do the same to the top number. So 5 times 2 equals to 10. So over here is 12 times 1, 1 times 1. So 10 out of 12 minus 1 out of 12 equals to 9 out of 12. Don't forget, you must give the answer in its simplest form. So you have to divide, remember, divide both the top and the bottom number with the same number, yeah. So both you divided by 3, so 9 divided by 3 equals to 3 out of 4. Three out of 4 minus 1, 1 out of 5. Yeah. So for example, the first way we will convert each of them into an improper fraction. So over here, 3 times 4 equals to 12 plus 3 equals to 15. So 15 out of 4 minus 1 times 5 equals to 5 plus 1 equals to 6. So 6 out of 5. There is 4, there is 5. So you may make it into out of 20. So 4 times 5, 15 times 5 equals to 75. 5 times 4, 6 times 4 equals to 24. Next, 75 minus 24, so this equals to 51. So 51 out of 20. 51 out of 20 is an improper fraction, so you have to convert it into a mixed number. Yeah, so don't forget the mixed number means 51 divided by 20 equals to 2. 20 times 2 equals to 40. So subtract 40 from 51 equals to 11. So the answer 51 out of 20 equals to 2, 11 out of 20. Or another way to solve this question is 3/4 minus 1 out of 5. Yeah, so you may subtract the whole number first. 3 minus 1. 3 minus 1 equals 2. And then you subtract, yeah, 3 out of 4 minus 1 out of 5. So over here, you'll make it into out of 20. 4 times 5, so 3 times 5 equals to 15. and then 5 times 4, do the same to the top, so 1 times 4 equals to 4, so 15 out of 20 minus 4 out of 20, so this equals to 11 out of 20. Yeah, so the answer equals to 2 plus 11 out of 20 equals to 11 out of 20. Next, how about this one? 616 plus 5 out of 12 minus 4 1 out of 3. Yeah, so first 6 plus 5 minus 4 equals to 7. Then 1 out of 6 plus 5 out of 12 minus 1 out of 3. So you have to find the common factor between 6, 12, and 3. So we'll make it into out of 12. So 6 times 2, do the same to the top number, so 1 times 2 equals to 2. This is 12 times 1, and then 3 times 4. So 2 out of 12 plus 5 out of 12 minus 4 out of 12. So this equals to 3 out of 12. Yeah, so the answer, the final answer will be 7, 3 out of 12. Next, how about the multiplication? For the multiplication, yeah, this is easy. This is very easy and very simple. Why? Because the first one here, for example, the first question is 2 out of 5 times 3 out of 4. So there are two ways to solve this question. So the first one is you have to multiply the top number. 2 times 3 equals to 6. And after that, multiply the bottom number. 5 times 4 equals to 20. 6 out of 20. You simplify. Yeah. Equals to 3 out of 10. Why? Because numerator and denominator, yeah, both you divided by 2. Or another way you may use the cancellation method. Cancellation method, for example, the question is 2 out of 5 times 3 out of 4. So for the cancellation method means you have to find one numerator and one denominator that are divisible by the same number. Remember, yeah, you have to find the one numerator and one denominator that are divisible by the same number. And remember, you must always cancel diagonally. You must cancel diagonally, never horizontally. So for example, here this is 2, this is 4. Yeah, so both you can divide it by 2. So 2 divided by 2 equals to 1, 4 divided by 2 equals to 2. Yeah, and after that you multiply the top number. 1 times 3 equals to 3, and then you multiply the bottom number. 4 times 2 equals to 10. Yeah, so I repeat, over here both you divided by 2. This is 1, this is 2, so the answer would be 3 out of 10. Next, how about 9 out of 10 times 2 out of 15? So first here, 9 and 15 both are divisible by 3. So 9 divided by 3 equals to 3. 15 divided by 3 equals to 5. Next, how about 2 and 10? 2 and 10 both are divisible by 2. So 2 divided by 2 equals to 2. 10 divided by 2 equals to 5. And after that, multiply the top number equals to 3 times 1 equals to 3, and then you multiply the bottom number. 5 times 5 equals to 25. Next, how about 3 out of 4 times 3 out of 14? Yeah, so over here you cannot use the cancellation method, so that's why you have to multiply the top number. 3 times 3 equals to 9, and then you multiply the bottom number. 4 times 14 equals to 56. Yeah, and then 9 out of 56, the fraction is already as simple. Okay, next. How about this one? 5 times 3 out of 5. Yeah, 5 times 3 out of 5. So the first one, like I said before, so you may convert the whole number into a fraction. So this equals to 5 out of 1. 5 out of 1 times 3 out of 5. Yeah, so you just multiply the top number. 5 times 3 equals to 15. 1 times 5 equals to 5. So 15 divided by 5 equals to 3. Or the other way to solve this question is 5 times 3 out of 5. Yeah, so you just think that the whole number as being a top number, so that you may use the cancellation method. So 5 divided by 5 equals to 1. So the answer equals to 3. Okay, now how about this question? 3 times 2 out of 5. So you may use the cancellation method between 3 and 15. So both you divide it by 3. So 3 divided by 3 equals to 1. 15 divided by 3 equals to 5. So you multiply the top number. So 1 times 2 equals to 2 out of 5. Next, how about 5 out of 6 times 4? So this equals to, you may use the cancellation method between 4 and 6. So both you divide it by 2. So 4 divided by 2 equals to 2. 6 divided by 2 equals to 3. So multiply the top number. 5 times 2 equals to 10 out of 3. Don't forget 10 out of 3 is an improper fraction, so you have to convert it into a mixed number. How to do it? Remember, 10 out of 3, it means 10 divided by 3. So equals to 3, 3 times 3 equals to 9, remainder 1. So the answer equals to 3. Don't forget, put the remainder as the numerator. So 3, 1 out of 3. Next, how about this question? 2 out of 3 times 5. So to solve this question, you cannot count it. For example, 2 times 5 equals to 10. And then over here, 2 out of 3. Done. This is totally incorrect. So what you have to do is you must convert a mixed number into an improper fraction. So 2 times 3 equals to 6. 6 plus 2 equals to 8. So 8 out of 3 times 5. Yeah, so 5 means 5 out of 1, right? So multiply the top number. 5 times 8 equals to 40. 3 times 1 equals to 3. Remember, you must convert it into a mixed number. Why? Because this is an improper fraction. Remember, an improper fraction means the numerator is greater than the denominator. So 40 out of 3 means 40 divided by 3. So this equals to 13. 13 times 3 equals to 39. So remainder 1. So the answer equals to 13. 1 out of 3. Next, how about this one? 6 times 1, 9 out of 10. So again, you have to convert this into an improper fraction. So 1 times 10 equals to 10 plus 9 equals to 19. So 19 out of 10 times 6. Yeah, to solve this question, you may use the cancellation method between 6 and 10. So both you divide it by 2, so equals to, this is 3, this is 5. And then you multiply the top number. So 3 times 19 equals to 57 out of 5. Convert 57 out of 5 into a mixed number. So 57 divided by 5. So this equals to 11. 55. Remainder 2. So the answer equals to 11. 2 out of 5. Now, how about this question? Again, you have to convert it into an improper fraction for each of them. So 1, 3 out of 4. So 1 times 4 equals to 4. 4 plus 3 equals to 7. So 7 out of 4 times. 2 times 5 equals to 10. 10 plus 1 equals to 11. Yeah. So after that, you may count it one by one. The top number first. 7 times 11, so this equals to 77. 4 times 5 equals to 20. So don't forget, this is an improper fraction, so you have to convert it into a mixed number. So 77 divided by 20. So equals to 3, 60, remainder 17. So the answer equals to 3. 7 out of 20. Wait, where's the pointer? Three, 17 out of 20.
Division. In division, you have to remember the rules: keep, change, flip. You just keep the first fraction, then change from the division symbol into a multiplication symbol, and after that flip the second fraction. Keep, change, flip. Keep the first fraction and then flip the second fraction. So for example, 3 out of 4 divided by 1 out of 4. So keep, change, then flip. And after that, here you may use the cancellation method between 4. So this is 1, this is 1, and after that multiply the top number. 3 times 1 equals to 3. And then 1 times 1 equals to 1. So 3 out of 1 means 3 divided by 1 equals to 3. Next, 5 out of 6 divided by 2 out of 3. Keep, change, flip. In this question, you may use the cancellation method. 3 and 6, so over here divide by 3 equals to 1. This equals to 2. 6 divided by 3 equals to 2. Next, multiply the top number. 5 times 1 equals to 5. And then multiply the bottom number. 2 times 2 equals to 4. Don't forget, 5 out of 4 is an improper fraction, so you have to convert it into a mixed number. So 5 divided by 4 equals to 1, remainder 1. Here's the quotient. So the answer, 5 out of 4 equals to 1, 1 out of 4. Don't forget the remainder as the numerator. How about this question? 1 out of 2 divided by 6. Remember, 6, this is the whole number, so you have to convert it into a fraction. So you just put 1 under the numerator, so 6 out of 1. Next, keep, change, flip. Keep the first fraction, change, and then flip the second fraction. So this equals to 1 out of 12. 5 out of 6 divided by 4. Convert 4 into fraction. 4 out of 1. So keep, change, flip. Multiply the top number. So 5 times 1 equals to 5. 6 times 4 equals to 24. Eight divided by 1 out of 4. So you must convert 8 into a fraction. So 8 out of 1. Keep, change, flip. So this equals to 32 out of 1. 32 out of 1 means 32. 6 divided by 7 out of 18. So convert 6 into a fraction. So 6 out of 1. Keep, change, flip. So 6 times 18 equals to 108. 1 times 7 equals to 7. So 108 out of 7 is an improper fraction. So you must convert it into a mixed number. So 108 divided by 7. This is 1, 7. 10 minus 7 equals to 3. 38 divided by 7 equals to 5. So 35, remainder 3. So the answer equals to 15. 3 out of 7. 2, 3 out of 4 divided by 22 out of 32. You must convert 2 out of 4 into an improper fraction. So 2 times 4 equals to 8. 8 plus 3 equals to 11. So 11 out of 4 divided by 22 out of 32. Keep, change, flip. Then you may use the cancellation method between 11 and 22. Divide by 11. So over here is 1. This is 2. And then another cancellation method between 32 and 4. So you divide by 4. So over here is 1. This is 8. 1 times 8 equals to 8. 1 times 2 equals to 2. So 8 out of 2 equals to 4. 4, 2 out of 3 divided by 2, 1 out of 4. 4 times 3 equals to 12. 12 plus 2 equals to 14. Divided by 2 times 4 equals to 8. 8 plus 1 equals to 9. 9 out of 4. So keep, change, flip. 14 times 4 equals to 56. 3 times 9 equals to 27. Don't forget, you must convert it into a mixed number. So 56 divided by 27 equals to 2. 2 times 27 equals to 54, remainder 2. So the answer would be 2 out of 27. 1 out of 4 times 2 out of 5 divided by 5 out of 6. There's a multiplication and a division, so you must solve it from the left side. So you may solve 1 out of 4 times 2 out of 5 first. So this equals to 2 out of 20 divided by 5 out of 6. Keep, change, flip. So 2 times 6 equals to 12. 20 times 5 equals to 100. Then simplify. Divide by 4. So equals to 3 out of 25. Or another way to solve this equation, this would be, there's the multiplication, so 1 out of 4 times 2 out of 5. And then remember, for the division, keep, change, flip. Keep, change, flip. Then you may use the cancellation method between 4 and 2. You divide it by 2. This is 1. This is 2. And then again, you may cancel between 2 and 6. So over here become 1. This is 3. So 1 times 3 equals to 3. 1 times 5 times 5 equals to 25. 5, 1 out of 3 divided by 2 out of 5 times 1 out of 12. So you must convert it into an improper fraction. 5 times 3 equals to 15. 15 plus 1 equals to 16. So 16 out of 3. Remember, there is the division. So keep, change, flip. Times 1 out of 12. Then here you may use the cancellation method between 16 and 12. Divided by 4. So over here, this is 4, this is 3. And then 4 times 5 times 1 equals to 20. 3 times 2 times 3. 6 times 3 equals to 18. So 20 out of 18 is an improper fraction, so you must convert it into a mixed number. So 20 divided by 18 equals to 1, remainder 2. 1, 2 out of 18 equals to 1, 1 out of 9.
Word problems involving fractions. A bottle contains 2 liters of cooking oil. Kylie uses 1 out of 12 liters of cooking oil per day. How many days will the bottle of cooking oil last? So the question is quite simple because it's just using one set word problem. So the solution would be 2 divided by 1 out of 12. Remember, you must convert the whole number into fractions, so this means 2 out of 1. So keep, change, flip. Then you may multiply the top number, so 2 times 12 equals to 24, then multiply the bottom number. 1 times 1 equals to 1. So 24 out of 1 equals to 24 days. 3 out of 7 of a number is 69. So what's the number? So as you may see here, this is 3 out of 7. 3 is the numerator while 7 is the denominator. So 3 units equals to 69. If 3 units equals to 69, how about 1 unit? So 1 unit equals to 69 divided by 3. 69 divided by 3 equals to 23. So if 1 unit equals to 23, how about the total? 7 units. So 7 units will be 7 times 23 equals to 161. Or another way to solve this question is 7 out of 3 times 69 equals to 161. Jane spent 2/5 of her savings on a watch. She then spent 1/6 of the remainder on a bag. What fractions of her money did she have left? So we will use the bar modeling method to solve this question. So as you may see here that she spent 2/5 of her savings. So we draw a model first. So this represents one whole. So over here is 2 out of 5. So we must divide it into 5 equal parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 out of 5 of our saving on the watch. So this is for the watch. And after that, she then spent 1/6 of the remainder on the bag. Okay, so as you may see here, the remainder is 3 units only. But over here in the question, it's saying that Jane spent 1/6 of the remainder on the bag. So that's why the remainder 3 units here. So that's why the remainder 3 units here must be divided into smaller identical parts, which each part being 1 out of 6. So how to solve it? So remember here, so 6 divided by 3 equals to 2. So that's why each of it must be divided into 2 smaller parts. So now you can see that there will be 6 smaller parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that here is the 1/6 of the remainder. Okay, and after that you must do the same to the left side. So it should divide it by 2. So now the question, what fractions of her money did she have left? So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 10. How to get 10? You may count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And don't forget, you must simplify. So equals to 1/2. So if the question is what fractions of her money did she have left? So 1/2 of her money was left. That's all from me. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.